Alright, so today I'm going to be doing another KBFIT 2.0 critiques Kamron, and this exercise I chose today is pretty much a single arm elevated suitcase squat. The reason why I'm showing you this one is because this is one of the exercises where I like to train my core unilaterally. So I know a lot of times when you hear about people doing unilateral exercises, either for the arms or for the legs, especially for the legs when you're doing like split squats, single leg squats, stuff like that, where you're focusing on one leg at a time or one arm at a time. But I like to challenge one side of my core at a time because I have scoliosis, and it's one of those things where I feel like even if you don't have scoliosis, it's something that you should try to challenge yourself with, because it isn't an important thing in daily life. Now, because I struggle with scoliosis, is even more important for me. So this is one of the exercises that I like to do at least once a month on the leg day, if not every 3 weeks or so. I try to get these kind of types of exercises in once a month if possible. The reason why I do the reason why I did this one particularly elevated versus just, flat-footed, is sometimes I like to activate my legs a little bit more, get a little bit more quad and glute in there as well. So I've already watched all 3 sets of this already, and I could already tell you that there's going to be obvious which side I struggle with more. And the same side I struggle with more with the core is the same side I struggle with the grip. Now, one thing with this exercise, the hand that I'm holding with the dumbbell in, the opposite side of the core is having to work a little bit harder to keep myself stable from shifting from side to side versus the side with the dumbbell on. So you will notice that, you'll notice the difference. So with that being said, I'm just gonna get this first set started so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, and action. All right, so I'm starting with my right arm. That means the left side of my core is working out. Now, as you see, not too hard, not too bad. I'm trying to keep my neck straight. I'm trying to keep my core straight. I do kind of tilt a little bit, but it's not that bad. But you can see the struggle in my eyes, the struggle in my face. I'm trying to get as deep as I can, and I didn't count how many reps that is. It was probably like 5 or 6. Now my left hand, as you guys know, I talk about all the time, I struggle with my grip. So we'll see how I do with my left side. Now already I'm seeing that you can see me already, a little bit crunched over to one side. I'm trying hard not to. And if you notice, now my neck is tilted to one side. So I'm really trying to stabilize, but you can see, I'm compensating. And I don't really notice this as I'm doing the exercise. I notice it as I watch the tape back. So you notice that my neck was tilted to the side. It doesn't feel like that when I'm doing it, right? When I'm doing it, it feels like I'm standing up tall. But when I will look at the footage back, I notice, oh, my neck is tilted. So as you see this next set, I'm going to try to improve that. We'll see if I actually do this. But once again, I start with my right hand. So, and action. All right, so I'm picking it up with my right side again. I'm trying to improve, trying to keep my body nice and straight. I think I'm doing a little bit better, keeping my body aligned as best as I can. Oh, I tilted over a little bit on that rep. I'm trying to get as deep as I can, deeper range of motion, getting that dumbbell all the way down to the ground. My grip is pretty okay on my right side, so it's not too much of a struggle, but my core got tired, switching over to my left side. I kind of have to deadlift this up as well. All right, so left side, I already know my grip is gonna start to suffer a little bit. So my neck is not tilted as bad, but I think as I start to fatigue, it starts to get more and more tilted to the side. I'm trying to get range of motion. You can't tell, but I could already tell because I know myself that my grip is starting to slip a little bit. And you see my face making that facial expression, and so I have to drop the weight. All right, so that was my second set. The third set, is there gonna be any improvement? We'll see. And action. Once again, starting with my right side, picking it up, trying my best to keep my neck straight, my whole body straight, and getting deep into that squat. I kind of tilted on that one though. I'm trying so hard. And see, this side is stronger for me because I usually carry things with my right side. So this one is not as struggle for me. Most people carry things with the right side. Even the dumbbell got all the way down to the ground on a couple of those. Switching over to my left side. My grip is really gonna start to suffer on this one. And already, like you could already see, my neck is already tilted to one side. I'm crunched over. I'm kind of I'm a little wobbly. Yeah, I could already tell my core is really fatigued by this point. My grip is struggling. Yep, my face, see my face? As I'm trying to hold on to that dumbbell as tight as I can. Luckily, that was my last rep. So as you saw, there's a lot of issues with my left side, which is why exercises like these exercises like single arm farmer's carry, single arm marches when you're just holding the dumbbell on one side and marching. Things like this to activate one side of your core is very important in daily life, especially if you know you're predominantly stronger on one side and you carry things a lot on your, whatever stride it is. If you're right-handed or left-handed, I'm right-handed, so I usually carry things on my right hand. Often nowadays I try my best to try to carry things with my left hand to try to compensate. Even when I'm training clients, if I'm carrying a kettlebell or a dumbbell, I'm trying to carry it with my left hand because I know I need to work on my grip and work on my core strength on my right side. And that's partly due, or a lot due, to scoliosis. So anyways, that was a little glimpse of an exercise that I would suggest you guys try. I think it would be beneficial, especially if you don't train like that already. So hopefully that was beneficial. And so until the next time, I will see you guys in the next video.